think I may end with this one for this act. I'm gonna call this set of readings Ben Girlie. So the first one is called At the Vet. There were 3 Mexican women in the corner near a shuddering Jack Russell Terrier. The women were sobbing and speaking in Spanish. The dog's eyes were wild and nervous and concerned, and he wouldn't let anyone hold him. I looked down at my hands. They were scratched and bruised. There was gauze and tape on the inside of my arm. A fan was blowing. The radio was playing, Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? This is photography. First the setup, what you need, or what you know you need. A stash of flashes, talks of stocks, a box of shocks, a pair of flares to show you which side of this road is dark and bloodless and devoid of glass. And then over here you get the grass. You got it? I think this is supposed to be the bad one. So maybe a little more smashing. No, like do more smashing, like the windshield and the lights. Don't call it that. It's confusing. You see, the other one is gonna still move, and that's the whole scene, but it's gonna be a still, so you won't see it still. We gotta make it seem, we gotta keep moving. Where's the model? What's the theme again? What is this like, Or what do you know you like or don't like, Did they ever really say what it was that they really wanted? The light, right? That just dawned on me, is it right? It's night, right? We should keep everybody in place, keep the set tight and pin this down, get it right, get it set like right now, right? Okay. Let's take a break. We're gonna break and just talk about what to do. Just talk some things through. Some things are through, but then there's some things left to do. We'll talk it through, we'll figure out what to do, figure out what's done and what things are yet to come. It just occurred to me to confer about what things are yet to occur, and here's the whole thing here. So everybody just freeze, we'll be back in a flash. So, does she have the blood on her, or do we add it after? Is the blood gonna read? Or do we already have someone for that? Hey, off topic, I was thinking all this stuff. The snaps and raps, the spray and pray, the shots, don't leave holes, don't steal souls. Get this, they make ghosts. I have some at home, haunting me. They crawl the walls but freeze when I spin around to see. And I think it's revenge, because I hung them myself with good rope and a horse. An act of divorce to separate the dead from the now. They were black and white. I got them good. This is called Faults. The ball, so bright yellow-green, it hypnotizes me. I turn it over in my pale hand and it says pen. The sun is going down. The world desaturates around its slack, glowing things. My body, slack and loose, well, my white t-shirt glows. I look over to a field of sunflowers, but they've been caught and are gone. I make my father wait at love and he breaks me. Also, a secret I'll tell later, a bad one, but one you don't need to know now. This is Aurora. After the Aurora, Colorado shootings, representatives for both Mitt Romney and Barack Obama held press conferences to say that while both candidates were greatly saddened by the tragic turn of events, American citizens should not be afraid to go to the movies. Also, they both stated for the record that neither of them had seen the Batman movie, nor did they intend to. This is called North by Northwest. I'm starring in a film about a woman who's a double agent. At least I think I'm starring in this film. I may well be the director, making one of his token cameos, his compulsive cameos, which are now more burden than whim. In this film, my cameo is early and over. The camera hides from my face as I rush into the street. My open hands extend from my shoulders as the bus doors slide shut and the bus peels away. When the length of the bus passes my outstretched hands that are so full of want, the elbows slack and the tableau is one of a half-hearted criminal told to stick 'em up. But the director of this film sees what's coming, and I clearly don't. So I think I'm the protagonist, for lack of a better word, or for the lack of any word, or for the horrific lacking, for the atrocious failure of words to communicate anything but curses. So I'm the guy, right? And now I'm dusted in cornfields by low-flying planes. Men force full bottles of bourbon down my throat. Old women pull guns on me that shoot blanks. I order a Gibson. An ex-lover is actually a pre-Columbian Tarascan statue stuffed with microfilm. I am bidding ridiculously on art at a fancy auction. At first I underbid and then overbid, overwhelm and then underwhelm, act outrageous and then aloof. Anything to get someone's attention, to get someone to show me something. Also, I'm ordering a Gibson, and I'm trying on another man's suit jacket and it doesn't fit. You are filling me with bad apples, and sometimes the truth tastes like a mouthful of worms. I'm writing notes on matchbooks that have ROT printed on them, the word you associate with me. My messages say they are on to you. I just hope when you stage a shooting in a public place like a wedding ceremony, and employ the old Gestapo trick where you shoot me in the guts to prove we are not on the same team, even though we are, that you have the guts to use real bullets and not blanks. I think if we're talking about poetry at all, we're gonna need to include Cash Rivers and the Sinners from their Blue Balls Lincoln album. We're gonna hear I met a 70-year-old lady with a killer ass. Enjoy.
I met a 70-year-old lady with a killer ass. A 70-year-old lady with a killer ass. I took her back home, but she gave me a pass. 70-year-old lady with a killer ass.
I'll pick it up in the third part with my heart.